Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Ruth Langsford is reportedly pursuing legal action to ensure she retains her share of the $3.6 million marital home she shared with her estranged husband Eamonn Holmes as the pair pursue a divorce. Eamonn moved out of the 6-bedroom house after the pair announced their split last year after 14 years of marriage. The home, located in Weybridge, Surrey, was purchased in 2014. Now Eamonn is living in a penthouse flat in Kingston, London, while Ruth remains at their former abode in Surrey. She has reportedly been granted a severance of joint tenancy on the property, meaning if she dies, her share of the house would not go to Eamonn. Law Society's Sarah Dwight told The Sun, "One of the first things divorce lawyers do is to give their clients the option to sever the joint tenancy, so they can leave their share of the house to whoever they want. This move protects Ruth in that if she were to die, she can leave her wealth to whoever she wants, rather than Eamonn getting everything." Express.co.uk has contacted Ruth's representatives for comment. Since their split, Eamonn, 65, has found a new romance with his girlfriend Katie Alexander, 43. But sources claimed to the Mail that there is no way Katie will leave her Yorkshire home and move in with the GB News presenter in the near future or for many years. The source said, "She has her children to consider. Truth be told, they are a little unsettled at her relationship being played out in the media, and she doesn't want to uproot them. They have met Eamonn on several occasions and get on great with him, so things will stay as they are for the time being." Katie co-parents 2 teenage children with her ex-husband and has a 22-year-old son from a previous relationship. Eamonn, meanwhile, shares 22-year-old son Jack with Ruth and is also father to Declan, Rebecca, and Niall from his first marriage to Gabrielle Holmes. He's granddad to Amelia and Isabella through his son Declan. The heavy oak door of the Surrey home that once echoed with laughter, morning teas, and shared scripts now stood as a silent witness to a new chapter in Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes' storied lives. For years, their home had been the heart of their partnership, a place where television chaos melted away into family dinners and quiet evenings. But as cracks in their marriage had made headlines, it was the future of the house itself that became the focus of whispered speculation. Ruth, dignified as always, had spent weeks carefully avoiding the topic in interviews. When asked about her private life, she would smile politely, deflecting with a well-rehearsed ease. Yet behind the scenes, she was making decisive moves. The call to her solicitor wasn't made out of bitterness, but necessity. "It's not just bricks and mortar," she explained quietly to a confidant. "It's memories, stability, and my future." Eamonn, ever the blunt northern voice, saw things differently. Friends close to him confided that he had grown attached to the house, especially after his recent health battles. It had become his sanctuary, a place of comfort amid the upheaval of both career and marriage. "Why should I be the one to leave?" he was overheard saying. "That home is as much mine as it is hers." The lawyers were called in, swiftly, discreetly, and with the sort of precision usually reserved for high-profile showbiz divorces. While the press painted the picture of an all-out war, insiders insisted it was less about animosity and more about control. Ruth wanted clarity while Eamonn wanted security. Neither wished for a scandal, but both understood the stakes. Neighbors began to notice subtle changes. Estate agents discreetly visiting, documents arriving by courier, and the once lush garden being meticulously maintained, as if preparing for potential viewings. Yet the home remained locked in a kind of limbo, suspended between the past and an uncertain future. Behind closed doors, Ruth reportedly grew emotional when walking through certain rooms. The kitchen where she had perfected Sunday roasts, the lounge where they had rehearsed for this morning, and the bedroom, once a private haven, now carried an air of sadness. "It's not just a house," she told her legal team, her voice firm yet tinged with emotion. "It's where I built my life with him. If I let go of this place, I need to know I'm not letting go of myself." Eamonn, however, was equally resolute. He saw keeping the house as a statement of resilience, of not being pushed out of the life he had worked so hard to create. "I may not have the mobility I once did," he admitted to a friend, "but this home is where I feel strongest. Losing it would be losing a part of me." As the legal wrangling continued, fans of the couple, who had long adored their on-screen chemistry, were left heartbroken. The story of Ruth and Eamonn had always seemed like a rare TV fairy tale: love, banter, and shared success. But now, the question wasn't just about their marriage. It was about who would ultimately hold the keys to the home that symbolized it all. And as the lawyers circled and negotiations tightened, one thing was clear. This wasn't just a fight over property. It was a battle for dignity, closure, and the right to decide what home really means when love turns into memory.